Hey guys, and welcome back to part 3 of our character creation within 3ds Max from 5 minute tutorials. We're going to keep this one shorter again because when I was editing the last video, and I had to take a big chunk out because it was just essentially all it was me just doing up this mound here. So I ended up on the shoulders, and it was pretty pointless. We've already covered all that, so you can go ahead and do that. And my cat's knocking crap over. Anyway, let's jump straight back into our project, open it up. Don't forget to turn off turbo smoothing or unhighlight, because otherwise you won't be able to affect anything. We're going to go underneath the character this time, and I'm just going to go to polygon mode, and I'm going to select, hold control to select the multiple panes. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this, and I'm just going to bring this in slightly and try and make this more of a natural leg shape. How about that? Okay, and then again I'm going to go to the edges, and I'm going to go ahead and connect those with a little thing, so it's going to give me another vertex just there. How handy is that? So I'm just going to take that one and control and select that one, and then I'm going to use the resize tool just to pull those out. That gives me a nice thigh shape. Awesome. Okay, so now I've got that selected, I'm going to come back into my extrude tool, and then I'm going to go back in the view to back, and I'm just going to literally use the extrude tool. And I'm going to bring that down to around about there, back in again. You might have to just slightly take it out of the back view just to get your eye in, and then I'm going to use the resize tool on all of these. And again, I'm just going to resize the down once I get it to work properly, and I'm just going to actually that's worked pretty much perfectly, I think. Let's just resize his legs down. Okay, and then you've got the knees, so let's go ahead and use the extrude tool for the knees. Go back to that, and then extrude. Knees down, and I'm going to go to extrude settings this time, and I'm going to do this by this method instead. To there, and again. Okay, so now if I go back up to my polys, I should be able to. No, I'm going to go to my edge tool, I'm going to select these edges, I'm going to connect these, and then I'm going to resize to there for now, and then I'm going to have to go back in. Just going to shift those because it's slightly off center. Okay, awesome, and then I'm going to go in and select my vertexes, and I'm going to go and grab these. I'm just going to drag all of these in. Okay, I'll drop them down to about there, and then I'm going to use the planes tool, and I'm going to extrude those again, using the offset, and yeah, that is probably to just about exactly where I want it. Okay, get rid of that. Resize down to the ankles. Reposition, just slightly out. Okay, now it's going to go to the left and look at how fucking humongously awful this is. Okay, so let's just line everything up first, shall we? Use the vertex tool. Select all the vertexes. I'm gonna shift all of that across, and then I'm gonna use the resize tool, and I'm not going to do that because that was a terrible idea. Okay, we have to do these one at a time. We've got the profile there, and this is why the reference material is so important, because you can just literally do stuff like this in the first place. I'm very popular tonight, apparently. And you can literally just go ahead and affect all of the stuff that kind of goes wrong or doesn't quite look right, and you can just affect it until you get it to look exactly how you want it. You know, at the end of the day, this is your model, so you know you want this to look as realistic as possible. Cool. Right, so I'm just going to grab those and drag all of that in, and then I'm going to select half of it and I'll drag it in again until I get down to pretty much where I want. And then we're going to go ahead and just grab those and pull those back to about there. That one. Come back in a little bit. Those are going to come back to there. And now it's done this. Great. See, now this is really annoying. Okay. Well, I'm just going to fast forward through this bit so while I tidy this up, but you know, this is just, you should be using the move tool really, not the resize tool. I'm just trying to cut corners, and it's, you know, this is what happens when you cut corners. Great example. I did this just to show you guys. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we're back, and I fixed the problem with the legs. It was literally just because I tried to cut some corners, and you really should take that as an example of why you shouldn't be cutting corners. Okay, the thighs look a little thin to me actually. They don't look how I really want them to. She's got too much of a thigh gap, and I don't really like that. So I'd like her to be a little bit more robust. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to select these. I'm just going to try do that. Okay. Oh no, that looks stupid. And I'm going to go connect. There we go. And now we'll turn the turbo smoothing back on, and yeah, they're a little better. Okay. I'm reasonably happy with that. I mean, she's not going to be... I need to select those ones above, don't I? Okay, awesome. Those ones there. That one, that one, that one. That one. That one. And that one. And then the ones underneath. Those ones there. Oh, now she has a JJ. Great. Cool. Okay. Turbo smoothing back on. There you go. They look a bit more. That's a bit better. They have that thickness to them, that width. And if we go on the left hand side, they kind of sit there reasonably nicely. Let's just go and have a quick look at this, see if we can get this to sit where it should. Yeah, let's go. Just use the faces, edges tool just to select these edges, pull these out a touch. And we're going to go to vertex, and I'm just going to select these couple here, bring the ankles back in, and there we go. Okay. So turbo smoothing back on, cycle back around, perspective mode, take off vertex mode. So you can see there that we've gone really quite far in creating our own character. So the next jobs are going to be the hands, the feet, and then clothes. So I think in this video what we're going to do is we're going to end it here as just like a little interim video. In the next one I'm going to model a hand, and then I'm going to place it into place and then connect it to the body, which will then mean it's an adjustable hand. As you know, as you make your wrist limp, it's not going to stretch and skew and go too thin. And then we'll probably look at doing the neck and the head the same way. So I'll model the head separately, bring it in, apply it, and then connect it to the body. And then we can look at rigging. Okay, so anyway, this has been 5-minute tutorials, and we hope to see you in the next one. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.